Almost. Okay, go ahead, part two.
We're still seeing investment in the province, big investment in forestry. So that's telling us that, okay, you know, we're able to encourage industry to continue to invest. There's still a market, but at the same time, we're seeing when you look across the nation, our lumber and our pulpwood and our forestry capacity is growing. So we have a very good forestry management plan. And you know, people will go by a clear cut and say, well, look at that, all this land being destroyed. But if you look at our overall program, our forestry and our availability of wood is increasing, it's improving. And it's because of good management practice. So there's a whole discipline around cutting. You know, there's clear cutting, there's strip cutting, there's, you know, hardwoods come back on their own, and then there's forestry plantations where they're growing certain species. We've got a great variety in our province, and I don't think we talk enough.
I will give you one advice. We mentioned earlier the cabinet shuffle. I'll mention one that I really want to see change. That you said management, the way you're talking. Mike Holland is good. He's good as Minister of Natural Resources and Forestry. He's good.
Okay.
I tried to make him lose his temper many times, like I tried
you.
You I managed a few times.
Did you really?
Shit and all that. You know, I mean,
really?
those were
Remember that?
I don't remember that. No.
Oh.
You're always happy to see me, right? You know. So
I, on the other hand, have a vicious temper.
I know that.
Don't pick on them.
That's why I can stay calm, because I know she won't.
We came a long way. A long way.
We have.
Yes, we have. Almost done. Price hike 8.9%, but that will not include the paper mills. When Robert Jones says, I want to talk to you on the phone, did you say shit or do you say good morning, Robert? Remember that?
I'm always wanting to talk to Bob Jones.
Robert Jones.
So on this philosophy, so when a pricing formula was established with the mills and the industry, it was based on an averaging across the country. And it's done that way because these industries are competing worldwide. They're not competing with local businesses in the province, they're competing worldwide. So the idea of having an energy pricing that is compatible means that companies will continue to invest here in the province rather than say, well, I'd rather go to Quebec. Pricing's cheaper.
Yeah.
So there's a balance there. The other thing I think people, and we could do that in our home energy programs. You know, you could say, okay, well, let's use an averaging across the country on electricity. Because right now, like Nova Scotia is 30% higher than us on
Is it?
electricity.
But they're private, right? They're a private company.
Well,
They're not
they're run by
government.
Emera. They're still a Nova Scotia utility, but they're run by Emera.
Sean Graham tried that, and then suddenly you were born.
But the point, yes, but you look at the case of what the debt is for ME Power, what the capital costs are going to be required for them to invest in the facilities. I mean, that's all part of an energy structure, a pricing structure. So over the years, political decisions have cost the utility about $1.5 billion. And that would be doing things like freezing power rates. Oh, we're going to get elected. We're going to freeze power rates to get elected.
Yeah, exactly.
That hurts, and it's hurt.
But
You didn't see me do that.
But if it's too up, then big industries, and people see that big industry got a break.
Yeah, but it's not a break. It's a case of, and we'll look at that.
You'll look at that.
Yes, we
Is there a
will.
problem
Because with everything else that's on the plate with industry, we always want to stay, competitive in the sense that they'll continue to invest here in our province.
You know Bert Green?
No,
The guy that walks with the stick, always down, stick.
I don't know.
No run. Anyway, he told you you're doing a fine job.
Well, thanks to Bert.
And he told me to tell you, don't quit. Are you quitting?
No, Charles. What make you think that? I mean, a lot of times I say that when I get asked that question, which I get asked, quite regularly, I say, how old is Joe Biden?
How old is Joe Biden? Yeah. No, you know what? I always say, Justin Trudeau and you could be there for life.
You think?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean,
people wear out the welcome, and then they.
But you is different. There's no BS. You're pretty straightforward.
That's all I know, Charles.
Did I just give you credit?
Well, that's all I know.
No, but seriously, I seen the wife outside. Yeah, I seen your wife outside the legislature. So when the wife starts hanging around the ledge,
you think that's it?
Doesn't that say, okay, enough of this? you had your fun. The game is over. You're coming home. I got grandkids. So.
Well, it takes its toll, there's no question about that, but there are things that we still want to stay established. And I just want to say this about, people, we were over the cliff financially 8 years ago, 10 years ago. The province is coming back, and we're seeing growth here in our province like we haven't seen before. But we still have $12 billion debt. $12 billion.
That's a lot.
And so people think we have a surplus. What it has done for us, just in the terms of the growth, which we've seen in sales tax and personal income tax has been the driver, it's allowed us to reduce our interest cost in the order of 50, 60 million. And it depends on where interest rates go. So it can be so that's the money that's not going to interest and just thrown out the door. That's money we're putting back into the system. So we've invested more and reduced taxes more. And we keep doing that. The thing that I won't do is just say, here's a headline of how much money we spent. No, the headline's got to go with how we're going to achieve from it.
You're enjoying this, huh? Your job.
Well, I enjoy getting results. That's the part I enjoy. If people can't see it and feel it, then it's not working. And our healthcare system, and you started with that, we need people to be able to go to a clinic and not wait 6 months. We need people to be able to see a specialist if they need it and not wait 3 years. And we need people to be able to not sit in an ER when they've got a real problem and not be treated.
And remember Blaine Higgs which I'll never forget. And I think that is so in there. I'm the only one that's seen it, when you try to face the QP members from behind. And I was standing on the railing, and you were right inside. The police were telling you, security. No, you were ready to go there. And when
I was there.
I know. When you were going to go behind and face the protesters, they had to take you away. But you faced up front the table. Where's the premier? And you were right there.
I was.
I mean, that's leadership.
Well, these are my friends. These are the people that I work and live together with. We're a part of this province, right?
Okay, leadership. Last one.
Charles.
Last one. Leadership. Susan Holt.
Yeah. How about her? We had a nice meeting, Susan.
I bet you did.
We did.
Okay, so what's going to happen? You
I'm
call
hopeful.
by-election?
Well, they haven't confirmed a date on the people. Was asked that today. And so we know of 2 individuals that are going to retire, but they've said because they're going to run.
Denis Landry and who else?
Denis Landry and Danielle Guitar.
Danielle.
But they haven't said they're going to run in the mayoralty race, right?
Yes.
But that's in November. So my question is, okay, are you done now, in which case there is a vacancy, or are you waiting until to see if you get elected as mayor, which is late November?
Should a person be elected mayor, doesn't matter if it's male or female, be elected mayor, be elected premier, top job, with no experience?
Well, personally, but what do you call experience?
I call that being as an MLA or be as a councillor first to learn what's going on.
Yeah.
And then if you want to go for the big job, it's called what? Leadership convention, and get all the delegates.
Well, I would call experience a combination of all that. There's definitely experience in terms of how to work with your community and be an MLA in that sense. And then there's definitely experience in other aspects of life where, so I came from a different world in relation to what I went through working for a company and being responsible for results.
Don't remind me, you're doing so good.
Yeah. No, but I came from that world, right?
Okay.
So I come, and anyone who has any experience in any activity, a private sector activity, then they bring a different dimension into government because they're looking at it in with different perspective. So I think it's helpful. It doesn't matter whether it's teaching, whether it's no matter what it is. I think it's very helpful that someone does something else first.
But you can't, the personality, you can't be somebody that you're not. You got to be sincere, and this what you see, like you. What you see is what this is. What you see is what you get.
That's
and
it.
if you pretend you're somebody else, and then once you get there,
it's a problem.
It's a problem. Listen, last thing. Have you seen Arthur around?
I have not.
I haven't seen Arthur. How is he? How's Sandra?
I haven't seen them either one.
Let me see.
It's been